Nielsen Show, thank you very much for being here. I showed Eric on Twitter the book.
Wow.
Some Twitter account called the Bookbinder started following me, so somebody decided.
Well, it is the Bookbinder
to make one of those
not
today.
some Twitter account.
Yeah.
It's got to be.
That's all right. It's a real one, I guess.
Yeah.
It's the. It's a real one. All right, it's Sobeys Safeway Liquor Beer of the Week. We do have a gift certificate that we're going to give away coming up a little bit later on in the segment. We still have our Orange and Blue Breakfast coming up to get you ready for the Oilers and the Avs tonight. And then the wrap for William Huff and the Marmot Basin Snow Report. But right now we've got Don In, Director of Sales for Brewsters and Beer Revolution. Thank you very much for coming in today. How you doing?
Doing great, thanks. Thanks for having me.
This is exciting. You brought a lot of beer for us.
Well, yeah, it's Beer of the Week time. We got to just do the fruit pack, which is the feature Beer of the Week. And then I brought our lager box as well for some fun, just drinking beers.
Brewster's Raspberry. That's the first raspberry ale that I got in on. Well, that's the first fruit beer I ever had.
We started making that in 1997.
97?
Yeah, so it's
come on. So have you been there since 97?
I have, even a little bit before that, to be honest.
No way.
Yeah.
So when did you start?
I started at the downtown Calgary location, and then I moved to Edmonton in 96, I guess it was.
Really?
Yeah, ran the local
store. So you've had a hell of a run then.
I have, yeah. It's been a long time. Well, I mean, we're still a good family-owned company.
Yeah.
The family that started in 89 still owns it, and it's
that's kind of rare nowadays.
It is. It is. We're in the second generation of ownership now, which is great, and it's been a lot of fun to watch the company grow.
Yeah, well, I was excited to see that River City one in. So, all right, let's dive into these then. Yeah, let's start there. So, what's the deal on these this week? The fruit pack. Do we know the price on it?
I actually don't.
I'll track down.
Well, we have the internet.
We'll track down the price on it.
I would know that.
No, I got an email right here. I should have it. Fruit pack's $25.99.
There you go.
$25.99 for the fruit pack. And we're going to get into all of these right now. That's in Edmonton and Calgary with Sobeys Safeway Liquor.
And so it's got River City Raspberry, 4 cans of that, 4 cans of our 52nd Street Peach Ale, and 4 cans of our Bluefoot Blueberry Ale.
You know what's always blown me away about this raspberry stuff is that it just looks like a regular beer.
Well, that's the thing about our fruit beers is they're always beer first. The fruit is always just in the finish, like they're meant to be.
So some people do that differently, right? They execute it differently that way.
Yeah, the fruit is right up front, whereas ours, when you first drink it, it's like, oh, it's a beer.
Yeah.
And then, in the end, there's raspberry.
Yeah. It's crazy because it just looks like regular beer and then it smells so good, though. This might be the best nose on any beer ever.
Like that? Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, and it's made with awesome Alberta wheat, Alberta barley. And then we get our raspberries actually from a place in BC. You know,
I came from Cranbrook, BC, pretty small town. I remember when I went to Brewster, I was just like, what's this? What's this fruit beer? What is this? And then so that's when I had it for the first time. And of all the fruit beers, raspberry is my favorite. It's tremendous. Was this the first fruit beer you guys did?
This was the very first one we did. We actually made it as just a seasonal for Mother's Day in 97.
In 97?
Yeah, at the Oliver Square location, or Unity Square, I should say, location here in Edmonton.
And then it kind of blew up.
Yeah, it was one of those where we just had one batch of it and it went away and people were like, well, where's that raspberry beer?
Yeah.
So eventually we just had to make it
You knew
full-time.
you were onto something. Yeah.
All right, well, let's do it. Cheers to the raspberry beer.
That's a good way to start your Friday, isn't it?
Uh-huh. We do this every Friday, man. It's a great place to work.
Great finish.
That's awesome.
Favorite nose? We've sampled a lot of beers.
We smell a lot of beers.
Pretty bold play to say that.
No, man. I'm telling you. I was very excited when I saw Brewster's coming in because that is one of my favorite beers.
Well, and it's fun if you come to the restaurants, we serve them with frozen raspberries.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Yeah, we used to go there on Friday.
The little baggie of it.
Friday afternoon before hockey's. Yeah, you should have brought some in.
Should have.
Don't worry. Luckily for you, I've got some in my drawer over here. At the restaurant, that's a little sprinkle in there.
Well, the great thing is most Sobeys Safeway liquors are right next to the grocery store, so you can wander over to the grocery store and grab your frozen
Great play, exactly.
No, that's a good one too. All right, well, let's keep rolling. We got lots to get to.
The fruit beers?
Yeah, well, let's do the fruit ones first.
We're going to go into the 52nd Street Peach Ale for the next one.
Okay.
Thank you.
How many peach ales are there out there? It doesn't seem like there's many peach ales.
I'm not actually sure how many. Like I say, we've been making this one full time since about probably 2010, I guess, kind of when we opened Beer Rev in Calgary.
Okay.
This became a house beer at the Beer Revolution there. And
we're talking so much about Brewsters, but Beer Revolution is a great. The whole idea of the flight thing and looking at all those, you can just gaze at that.
Airport arrivals.
I love it. I just love it. Yeah.
Yeah, 24 taps of rotating craft beer and wicked thin crust pizza.
That's insane.
I mean, you can't
that pizza is good.
And good wings there as well, I must say. Both places, great wings.
Absolutely. And actually, we're doing there this weekend. We've got a big tap takeover tomorrow, starting with Blind Man, where they take the whole board. So 24 taps of Blind Man beer.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, and-
So how
and
long
8
does
bottles of
how
can.
long does that go for?
We tap it on Saturday and it goes till the kegs run out. So typically it'll last through, can we say Super Bowl or do we have to say the
Yeah,
big
no,
game
I
here?
think we can say it. I mean,
Because in the
nobody said
restaurants,
anything to us.
though,
in the restaurants, we have to say the big game. We're not allowed to use Super Bowl as an advertising thing. So yeah, through Super Sunday and on till they're gone.
All right. Well, hey, here's a cheers to the big game.
The big game.
The big
LIX.
game.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good too.
Yeah, isn't
That's
that
like liquid fuzzy peach.
absolutely right?
Yep.
That's
Not too strong,
that's
not
kind
too
of the idea
sweet, but
behind
it's
it.
yeah.
Again, beer first, fruit just as
Exactly.
The finish,
Yeah. No, it doesn't punch you, but it's a nice.
And then the last one in the pack here is Bluefoot Blueberry Ale.
Okay. So the
And it's
raspberry
not blue.
came out in '97. Peach ale, you said 2010.
Yeah, right
When
around
did
there.
when did this one come out?
It would have been shortly after the peach ale. We started when everything changed for us in 2014 when we could start actually selling our beer outside the restaurants.
Yeah.
We came up with this idea to build the fruit pack, and we're like, well, we need a third beer for
So you've
there.
been rolling this for like a
And we just
decade,
did
the fruit
blueberry.
pack. Yeah.
Pretty close to that. Yeah, I think it was 2014 or 2015 when we first were able to launch that. And then you got an empty glass over there.
Oh, there he is.
And this is actually
Just
made
trying to
with,
keep
don't ask me the varieties because I don't know them, but it's made with 4 different kinds of blueberries.
Four different. I didn't even
And
know
you can
there
see it
were
gives
4
that
different
nice
kinds of
It was
blueberries.
just the blueberry.
Yeah.
You learn something new every day. All right. Well, let's do. Let's see here. Cheers, to Leon Draisaitl tonight.
Oh, I was going to say LeBron, but I.
You know what? We'll save it. We got some more right here. We'll definitely do that. All right, cheers to Leon Draisaitl. The
Yeah.
season that he's having.
Yeah.
Tremendous year. Man, that's good too. You guys know how to make fruit beers, man.
And then the other thing our customers have fun with is mixing the two. They do a mixed berry where they do
Oh.
raspberry and blueberry. Or
Ah,
they'll do
yeah.
What's
all
your
three
favorite
to make
combo? Is there a
the raspberry
preferred one?
blueberry, I think
Raspberry
that's
blueberry
one, yeah.
is my
Yeah.
favorite.
What is this
Mixed
guy?
berry.
Oh, look at glue guy, a beer weasel.
Taste.
A beer weasel.
Yeah.
Get this guy a beer here. You can text us 780-218-9999. Text beer me right now to 780-218-9999. Okay, what do we got? 3 in here too?
Yeah, then the other one I brought in, this
Okay.
is on sale at some of the Sobeys across the province. Not all of them brought it in,
Okay.
but quite a few of them did. This is our lager box.
Okay.
So this is basically for people who just like beer for drinking.
Yeah.
You know, that sort of
Perfect.
stuff. Everybody likes beer for
Yeah.
drinking, right?
Okay.
So it's got our original lager, our Excellent Cerveza,
Yeah.
and our Czech style Pilsner.
All right, perfect.
So we'll start with the original
Okay.
lager. Actually, original lager and Hammerhead Red Ale. These are the only 2 beers that we have made since the beginning in 1989.
Really?
So these are, I mean, don't get
Okay.
me wrong.
That
they have-
Hammerhead's great ale. I'm a big ale guy. That's
And don't
that's
get
good
me
stuff.
wrong, they've changed a lot in those years because obviously we've learned more about brewing and technology change. But I mean, they're still essentially the same beer. So yeah, this is just a great straight up lager for people who enjoy that and people who want maybe an alternative to the big macros.
All right. Oh, Trev's coming over. There he is. Which one did Glue Guy get?
52nd
Peach.
Street Peach.
Yeah, that's a good one too. All right, let's do a cheers to LeBron James.
LeBron, this is the one.
42 points at the age of 40,
40
making all
years
of us
old. Look
people
at
over
that.
40 feel very
Is that like
successful.
golf where you shoot your age? That's a good thing.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah, just beer, drinking beer.
Yeah, just simple like. That's perfect. Let's do another one. Pour me a little bit less. I still got to be on the air for a couple hours after this. These are generous pours today.
This is Excellent
Yep.
Excellent Cerveza.
All right, there we
So
go.
This
Yeah,
is sort
that's
of our
better.
take on those light, easy drinking Mexican style beers that everybody enjoys while they're on vacation.
A little for Jay too, if you got any more.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Jay's
getting in here.
Jay's
I
just
love
milking a live segment
He's
here.
getting
Like,
lubed for the hang.
yeah, I've had this one a bunch.
So yeah,
This is just like
the thing
yeah.
that makes a cerveza is corn. So we use it's a bit of flaked corn in here, which gives a nice little bit of sweetness.
That's what it
lightens
is?
Up a bit, yeah.
Maddie, would you like a beverage? We're not going to stack any of these. Don't worry.
I'm
Okay,
going to
all
leave
right.
a bunch of beers too for you guys to have some.
Yeah,
after.
thank you very much. Yeah. What's that? Hey, you got a haircut. All right, cheers to Maddie's
Cheers.
haircut. It's looking,
Maddie's haircut,
looking
yeah.
terrific today for the big
$1
game.
million.
So that's just a 4% crusher.
Yeah, that's a really good beer.
Easy.
Hot day golf course.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what those are for right there. All right, and then what's the last one? What's this one?
Czech style Pilsner.
Okay.
So sort of Czech is kind of the origins of lagers and Pilsners way back in the day. So we do kind of a traditional take on
Perfect.
this Czech style beer. So it's got 100% Saaz hop, which gives it that sort of signature Czech flavor.
Okay.
But again, just Alberta Pilsner malt and sort of a little bit more of a bite than say the original lager is.
Okay, so that's how
just
we're
like-
going to finish up here. All right, let's do Let's do a cheers to YouTube, Trev, for showing up on time today, buddy.
Hey,
This is
you did it.
terrific. Yeah, there we go. Cheers. Here we go. Oh yeah, you're right. There's more.
Yeah, just a little bit
Like
of
the
finish
last
of the
two.
hops,
Yeah, there's a little bit you can tell. Yep.
Body.
Yeah, and that's what gives sort of three nice different style of beers in that lager box, which is just great for kind of what you're in the mood for.
That's absolutely tremendous. Once again, that fruit pack is the beer of the week. It's $25.99 this week at Sobeys and Safeway Liquor. Thanks a lot for coming in, man.
Hey, thanks,
Well, let's just
guys.
slide out. We'll finish
Appreciate
up the
to see
show
you.
here.
Thanks so much.
This was great. Man, a lot of good beers there. What a Friday morning. This has been a terrific time.
That's awesome.
A huge shout out to Dodd. Yeah, you can whatever, doesn't matter. You can leave them to take them. It's all good.
I'll leave them. I'll take some.
Yeah, there we go. take some of the empties.
Yes, there we go. I'll build it in.
I think those are the most generous pours we ever had. It was not the sipping that we usually do.
It's always funny when we have guests in for this segment and what type of volume of glasses they bring.
Yeah.
and
I mean, it's
you can really tell a
those
lot.
are good pours.
Oh, yeah, he was not messing
And
around.
it just kept them coming. Like that was 6 half beers crushed pretty quick.
It was not sipping, and those
No.
were coming at a very fast rate. Like, that was fast.
Duck Dad said you guys need to start teasing who is coming on for Beer of the Week Thursday so those of us who have Friday off can drink along. LOL.
Yeah, you know what? No, we
It's
should
not
do
a
that.
bad, you know.
We have thought about doing that in the past.
Oh,
if we get the info.
And we do know by about Tuesday or Wednesday who's coming in.
yeah.
So we could do that. That's not a bad idea.
That's a really good idea. That'd be so fun.
I would suggest not having I wouldn't try them all like we just did. But
Don't
I mean,
matter.
I guess you could. I
Great
guess you
boxes, yeah. Great boxes, great beer. Two great places too, Beer Rev and Brewsters.
Strummy says, if you guys decide to get into one, I know where there's a U-Haul for the empties. That's a good point. It's sitting across. Is it still across the street, or we get rid of that thing?
The city gal DM'd me on Instagram. We're going to get on
Did
this.
she?
We're gonna,
Oh, man.
We're figuring this thing out.
You know what? Evanston Sports Talk has taken down a mobile meth lab.
Yeah, we'll be on be in the papers, you know?
Finally get that buzz offline. You know,
Oh, we're getting a
What we've
buzz
been
all
looking
right.
for.
Yeah,
That's a good, that's a good point.
Da-da-da.
Jeez, Sobeys and Safeway Liquor.
No, orange and blue breakfast.
All right, hammer the. Somebody warm up that mac and cheese right now, please.
yeah.